Am I the only one that didn't know how crucial circulation is for MDCAT? Welcome to Techiii, your trusted platform for MDCAT prep. Today, we're diving deep into the chapter circulation, one of the most important topics in biology. In this video, we will cover the following topics: introduction to circulation, types of circulatory systems, components of human circulatory system, composition and functions, blood groups and Rh factor, blood vessels, structure and function, cardiac cycle and heartbeat, pulse and blood pressure, lymphatic system, common circulatory disorders, fetal circulation, ECG, electrocardiogram, recap and tips. Grab your notes because we're going to cover everything: blood, heart, vessels, diseases, lymph, and even fetal circulation. Circulation is the transport of materials like oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste throughout the body. Organisms use either diffusion or a circulatory system to do this. Two main types of circulatory systems are found in animals: open circulatory system, found in insects and arthropods. Blood is not always in vessels. It bathes organs directly. Closed circulatory system, found in vertebrates. Blood remains within vessels, more efficient. Also, based on circulation pattern, we have single circulation. Blood passes through the heart once, for example, in fish. Double circulation. Blood passes twice, for example, in humans. It includes systemic and pulmonary circulation. The human circulatory system includes heart, blood vessels. These work together to transport essential materials and protect the body from diseases.
Let's dive into blood, the fluid connective tissue that keeps us all running, literally. Blood is essential for transporting nutrients, oxygen, and waste products throughout the body. Without it, our organs and tissues wouldn't function properly. It has two main components: plasma and formed elements. Think of plasma as the smoothie base and the formed elements as the chunky bits. Plasma is the liquid part, while the formed elements are the cells suspended in it. Plasma makes up 55% of blood. It's like the majority shareholder in the blood company. This yellowish fluid is crucial for maintaining blood pressure and volume. This yellow fluid is about 90% water and contains proteins, salts, glucose, and hormones. Basically, it's the ultimate multitasker. It carries nutrients, hormones, and proteins to the parts of the body that need them. The formed elements make up the remaining 45%. They're the worker bees of the bloodstream. These include red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. This includes red blood cells or erythrocytes, which contain hemoglobin and transport oxygen and carbon dioxide. They're like the delivery drivers of the body, ensuring that every cell gets the oxygen it needs and removing carbon dioxide waste. Then we have white blood cells or leukocytes, which fight infection. Think of them as the body's personal bouncers. They identify and destroy harmful invaders like bacteria and viruses. And finally, platelets, or thrombocytes, which help in blood clotting. They're the emergency repair crew, always ready to patch things up. When you get a cut, platelets rush to the site to form a clot and stop the bleeding. Blood is classified into AB, AB, and O based on antigens on red blood cells. Also, we have the Rh factor. If present, blood is Ra positive. If absent, Ra negative. An important note: O negative is the universal donor and AB positive is the universal recipient.
There are three types of blood vessels. First, we have arteries, which carry blood away from the heart, usually oxygenated. Then, there are veins, which carry blood to the heart, usually deoxygenated. Lastly, we have capillaries, which are microscopic vessels where the exchange of materials occurs. Arteries have thicker walls, veins have valves, and capillaries are 1 cell thick. The heart is a muscular, 4-chambered organ, essential for pumping blood throughout the body. It is divided into 2 halves, each with an atrium and a ventricle. The right atrium and ventricle receive and pump deoxygenated blood, which is blood that has delivered oxygen to the tissues and is now returning to the heart to be sent to the lungs. Meanwhile, the left atrium and ventricle handle oxygenated blood, which has been enriched with oxygen in the lungs and is ready to be distributed to the rest of the body. Key structures include the valves, tricuspid, bicuspid, and semilunar, which prevent backflow, and ensure that blood flows in the correct direction through the heart. The septum, a thick muscular wall, separates the right and left sides of the heart, preventing the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. The pathway of blood goes like this, from the body to the right atrium, where it collects deoxygenated blood from the veins, then to the right ventricle, which pumps it towards the lungs for oxygenation, and onto the lungs, where carbon dioxide is exchanged for oxygen. From the lungs it goes to the left atrium, now rich with oxygen, then to the left ventricle, which is the strongest chamber and pumps the oxygenated blood to the entire body, and finally back to the body, delivering essential oxygen and nutrients to tissues and organs. This efficient system is called double circulation, ensuring that oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood are kept separate, optimizing the body's oxygen supply.
The cardiac cycle includes three main phases: atrial systole, where the atria contract, ventricular systole, where the ventricles contract, and diastole, where all chambers relax. The heartbeat is regulated by several key structures: the SA node, also known as the pacemaker, the AV node, and the bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. The normal heart rate is about 72 beats per minute.
Pulse is the expansion of arteries due to the heartbeat. Blood pressure is the force of blood on vessel walls. It's measured with a sphygmomanometer. A normal reading is 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury.
Besides blood, we have a lymphatic system. It carries lymph, which is a colorless fluid. This system helps in immunity and returns excess tissue fluid to the blood. It also contains lymph nodes that house lymphocytes.
Let's go over some important diseases that affect the circulatory system. These conditions can have serious impacts on overall health and well-being. First, we have hypertension, which is high blood pressure. It often goes unnoticed, but can lead to severe complications like heart disease and stroke if left untreated. Then there's atherosclerosis, where fat deposits block arteries. This condition can restrict blood flow and lead to heart attacks or strokes. Thrombosis involves clot formation in vessels, which can be life-threatening if the clot travels to vital organs like the lungs or brain. Anemia is characterized by low hemoglobin levels, leading to fatigue and weakness. It can be caused by various factors, including nutritional deficiencies and chronic diseases. Leukemia is a type of cancer affecting white blood cells. It disrupts the normal function of blood cells, leading to serious health issues. Hemophilia is a condition where blood doesn't clot properly, causing excessive bleeding even from minor injuries. It is often inherited and requires careful management. Myocardial infarction, commonly known as a heart attack, results from coronary artery blockage. This can cause severe damage to the heart muscle. Lastly, angina pectoris causes chest pain due to poor oxygen supply to the heart. It is a warning sign of underlying heart problems and should not be ignored.
In fetuses, lungs don't function yet. Blood bypasses lungs using foramen ovale, a hole between the atria, ductus arteriosus, which connects the pulmonary artery to the aorta, umbilical vein that carries oxygenated blood from the placenta, and umbilical arteries, which return deoxygenated blood to the placenta.
An ECG records the heart's electrical activity. Key points include the P wave, which represents atrial depolarization, the QRS complex, which signifies ventricular depolarization, and the T wave, which indicates ventricular repolarization. Let's recap what we've learned: the types of circulation, blood and vessels, heart anatomy and cycle, blood pressure and pulse, the lymphatic system, circulatory diseases, fetal differences, and ECG waves. To revise, use diagrams, label heart flow pathways, and solve multiple choice questions regularly. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe to Mr. K. Comment your questions or the next topic you want covered. Stay motivated, stay consistent, and inshallah, you'll crack MDCAT with flying colors.